Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. What happened to XRP yesterday? I mean, I'm not complaining. Well, the rest of the market was fairly depressed. XRP went from 43 cents all the way to about 52 cents in a matter of just a few hours. Right now, XRP is trading at about 47 cents, so a huge inverse relationship to the rest of the crypto market. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $55,800, Ethereum at roughly $1,800, Binance Coin 255, Cardano $1.04, Polkadot at 34.35, and XRP, as I'd mentioned, just around 47.5 cents, trading up 10.5% on the 24 hours. Look at the rest of those percentage points. Bitcoin only up 0.3, Ethereum up 2.2, Binance Coin not even up 1%. So XRP continuing to surprise despite this SEC lawsuit. You guys can see here on CoinMarketCap the chart pattern for XRP in comparison to the rest of the other cryptocurrencies in the market. So what's going on here? And the other thing I wanted to address was this. As we're going to see more and more altcoins shoot up past their all-time highs in what's going to be the altcoin rally, how will I be able to know when to take profits when we are getting close to the top? So I'm going to delve into this a little bit more. I also want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 70,000 subscribers. We got to hit 70,000, guys. I'm giving away 2 Ledger Nanos, an S and an X, but you got to be subscribed to win. So hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you like the channel. It's another free way to support the channel. XRPCRYPTOWOLF sent me this. Over 6,000 XRP holders volunteer as third-party defendants in the Ripple lawsuit. So we just got some great news yesterday from one of the lawyers that is helping out the XRP community with that class action lawsuit, John Deaton. XRP holders claim their interests aren't being represented in an ongoing SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs. Now they want to enter the fray as third-party defendants. So XRP token holders have attempted to insert themselves as third-party defendants in the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against Ripple Labs. A motion to intervene was filed by John Deaton of Deaton Law Firm on Sunday on behalf of over 6,000 XRP holders. Deaton himself, an XRP holder, argued that the interests of token holders were not being adequately represented in the securities lawsuit against Ripple Labs and its executives. Deaton's argument builds upon the refutation of any securities violations by Ripple Labs. Specifically, if XRP is not a security, as Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson claim, then the efforts of Ripple executives have no bearing on the performance of XRP. For this reason, Deaton, along with over 6,000 concerned stakeholders, have moved to intervene as third-party defendants, and the filing states, given SEC's own statements that the court is the exclusive forum to hear claims regarding this matter, and Ripple's position that XRP holders cannot rely on Ripple's efforts as protection of their interests in the case and the nature of Ripple's defense, the XRP holders' intervention is necessary. So this motion to intervene has actually opened up a lot for the XRP community. And with the SEC's response, they have basically solidified that there is no official statement on whether XRP is indeed a security or not. Even though they are claiming XRP is a security, they have kind of, almost kind of shot themselves in the foot here. If you guys didn't catch Jeremy Hogan's video on this, I suggest you watch it. He is the attorney who helps the XRP community navigate through some of this. I will link his video in the description of this video if you guys haven't caught it. So still lots going on here, but one of the takeaways that I got from this is that, this opens up the case and opens up the SEC's claim greatly in that there is no designation yet for XRP, even though they are claiming it is a security, that they haven't even technically come to that conclusion yet. So, really interesting stuff going on here. I don't know if this had an effect on XRP price last night. As I'd mentioned, right, in the early hours of the morning, it did shoot up 10 cents and now coming back down, but it is it's looking like it's basing here above where we left off yesterday. So I don't know if this news had anything to do with it. Wrath of Kahneman posted this. So the letter Ripple filed today asking for SEC docs has some big claims that will define the case. They are asking for docs claiming the SEC is withholding relevant, potentially exculpatory evidence by not handing over communications. And Wrath of Kahneman links that document here. He goes on to say, and this is important, based on the information gleaned to date, it is clear that the SEC was told by sophisticated market participants that XRP was not a security even after soliciting feedback. They ran with this until December of 2020. They argued directly a consideration of the Howey test should consider that the SEC shaped the character of XRP and other digital assets in commerce and what market participants could expect. Seems like they are going hard to get the SEC communications like they know something. So Wrath of Kahneman suggesting that perhaps Ripple's lawyers know something that we don't know, and they're trying to get that information out of the SEC because, of course, they do, he puts in brackets, had to have spoken to some of the exchanges. Coinbase, anyone? This is also part of the story, right? Coinbase had gone to the SEC and asked them, well, we're assuming it's Coinbase. Everybody's kind of assuming it's Coinbase. Allegedly, they had gone to the SEC and asked them, can we list XRP as a security? Is this safe? And, mum was the word from the SEC. There was no clarity at that point. They've been given 8 years, and then finally, Ripple gets slapped with a lawsuit. None of it makes sense. There are so many lawyers, I can count probably about a half dozen now, that have, commented on the fact that, it was really interesting timing that the SEC decided to drop this lawsuit 8 years after XRP was launched. So, a lot of interesting developments being made. I got to thank the Wrath of Kahneman here. The document, for you guys who are interested in reading the whole thing, this is from COURTLISTENER.com, will be also linked in the description of this video. So as per those documents, this is from MACKATTACKXRP. Basically, the lawyers that are representing Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson are asking federal judge Annalisa Torres to compel the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission to produce documents relevant to its lawsuit against the blockchain company. In a motion filed on March 15th, which was yesterday, they claim that the SEC has failed to produce any documents apart from the ones that were selected by the regulator. Ripple wants the regulator to produce documents regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two largest cryptocurrencies that have been defined as non-securities. Notably, it asserts that the economic substance of XRP transactions doesn't differ from that of the aforementioned cryptocurrencies, even though the token often faces criticism for its centralization. And so Ripple lawyers obviously wanting to compare, I suppose, the SEC's opinions of Bitcoin and Ethereum and use their own documents against them to give XRP a leg up. Clearly, the SEC seems to have a bee in their bonnet when it comes to Ripple and XRP, and the Ripple lawyers just want to use the documentation that the SEC created, I'm sure in some cases, to prove that XRP is indeed not a security. This thing's getting very heated. I'm curious to see where this ultimately ends up. Of course, we've got XRP price doing something quite unusual compared to the rest of the market. And not only XRP price, guys, we've also got the Spark token FLR IOUs on BitTrue hit $1.24 today. This coming from MARTINCPVALK here on Twitter. And he posted this yesterday afternoon. But you know what? It actually reached a higher high. This is from the BitTrue exchange, guys. It looks like FLR IOUs reached a high of roughly $1.88 USD. This is the FLR/USDT chart on the hourly. As you guys see, it's coming down now, trading at about $1.60 right over here. And so, who thought we'd see the day where a token that doesn't even exist yet is trading at $1.60? Getting much of the XRP community very excited to claim their FLR token. So gotta thank MARTINCPVALK for keeping me up to date on FLR price. I know you weren't the only one. The entire XRP community was getting really excited about this. Boy, we must be in a bull run. Eric down here asking, how real is this price? MARTINCPVALK responding, define real. It is as real as it gets for an FLR IOU. However, if you are wondering about the price of FLR after launch, then in that case, we have no idea. We will have to wait and see. And this is exactly what's going to happen, right? Once we start getting our Spark tokens, the 15% that we are going to get airdropped, then they will be available to XRP hodlers and others, and they will be traded based on supply and demand on the exchanges, and that will define what the price will be. I mean, the price might plummet because a lot of investors might think, oh, look, free money. I'm going to sell these now and take profits, which will, in fact, depress the price. Others might think, you know what? No, I'm going to hold these. I'm going to continue to wait to see if that price goes even higher. And, depending on supply and demand, this is where we're going to get the true price for FLR. Right now, these are just IOUs. So, as far as an IOU goes, and I think this is a very astute observation from MARTINCPVALK here, as far as an IOU goes, this is what it is based on what people feel like they should be paying for it. But when the real token finally gets airdropped, that'll likely be a different story. And considering, prices are going crazy, I had to mention this. My neighbor Alice jumps over 220% on Binance from initial private token sale price. This is a brand new token that just got released, and it rose 220% right at the start. So with Binance as the current and most active trading market, Alice has a total supply of 100 million. My neighbor Alice has raised $2.2 million from 2 rounds of token sales, with 21% selling at 10 cents and another 0.8 that sold for 12.5 cents. I've got the Alice USD chart up here, and it's looking like some of these coins were trading upwards of $30, and right now trading at 18 cents. So it doesn't seem like these numbers are correct from this CoinSpeaker article. Nevertheless, you can see the launch price up here, $31, right now trading at $18. That could have been the initial price, and then it skyrocketed, but I don't know. At least according to this chart, that doesn't make sense, but I heard about this in the news that it was just launched yesterday, and I did think it was an important article to share with you guys. Which begs the question, right? This from the Blockchain Trucker. Question to Crypto Twitter. Obviously, most alts haven't ran yet, so how high above or at what point do you say, okay, it's time to take profit after price discovery? Very interesting question. Thanks so much for tagging me in this, Blockchain Trucker. This is going to be the question. In 2017, or rather 2018, when XRP hit its all-time high, at what point did people realize, okay, this is the top, no more profits are going to be had from this point forward? How do we know when to take profits off the table? Very interesting question, especially for many of you guys who perhaps lived through this bull run and don't want to make the same mistake twice. And of course, we can throw Fibonacci's on here and we can best estimate where this trend is going to go next. I'm going to use the XRP chart here as an example. XRP's all-time high, at least on this exchange, is at about roughly $3.29. XRP trading right now under the 0.236. And so this is going to be different for every single cryptocurrency. As alt season really hasn't even started yet. Bitcoin has to hit that all-time high. We need to see that big knockback, and then that's when we're going to see altcoins, at least theoretically, really take off. This is ADA. We know ADA has been performing quite well as of late, and even if I bring the Fibonacci from the top of the last bull run all the way to the trough of the bear market, we can see that ADA has already retraced to its all-time high. Now, some may be looking at these Fibonacci's and might think to themselves, well, if it pulls a full Fibonacci, maybe that's the time that I take profits. In that case, ADA would have to reach about $5.86. If that were the case for XRP, let's just bring XRP back up here. XRP would have to reach a price of roughly $13.58. So, in a lot of ways, that's kind of what we're eyeing here, the full Fibonacci retracement. But those numbers are really just theoretical, right? In a perfect world, that would be the case. We bought low, and we're going to sell everything at $13, give or take. Unfortunately, though, that's not always how it goes. And so I got to bring you guys back to the heart of the market, to Bitcoin, to kind of really get a sense of when we are going to know for sure, or at least be somewhat certain, that the altcoin season is done. So let's take a look at an historical Bitcoin bull run to get some kind of idea as to where we should look. So as you guys know, or maybe don't know, Bitcoin hit its all-time high back in 2017 right here, okay? It was December 17th, 2017. We saw that knockback, and that's when altcoins started to rally, right? Last couple of weeks of December into the first week of January. So let's bring up XRP just to give you guys a sense of where we were at that point in time. All right, let me put it on, it's on the daily here. Put it on auto, just to give you guys a sense of where we were at that point in time. So Bitcoin reached its all-time high in and around here. This was December 17th. So I'm just going to circle that. And we did have a bit of a run-up for XRP and other altcoins before that. But here was ultimately Bitcoin's all-time high. Then from there, Bitcoin went down, but altcoins still rallied. And the peak for XRP was around January 4th. Okay, you got to remember, this was the all-time high for Bitcoin. From there, Bitcoin did this, right? But XRP and other altcoins rallied. So how do we nail this? How do we nail this final leg here? Well, let's get back to Bitcoin. Let's remember this date here, January 4th, 2018. Let me bring up the Bitcoin chart again. Let's go back to the 2017 bull run over here. All right, so we got December 17th right over here, the top for Bitcoin, December 17th, 2017. We saw that knockback, and then finally in and around here, January 4th, this was January 5th, January 4th was this candlestick here. So you can see Bitcoin was on a bit of a retracement. This, I think, is the best indicator, so let me just clear a lot of that up. I'm going to say, and this is just my opinion based on looking at these charts day after day after day, my opinion is that when we see Bitcoin try to retrace, not meet its new all-time high, and roll back over on itself, This is going to be the approximate moment when altcoins have reached their peak on this retracement. Not coming down here, it's going to be this retracement. Finally, we'll realize Bitcoin cannot meet that new all-time high. It's not going to make higher highs. And then once it makes lower lows, that is likely going to be the confirmation. So you guys can see here, lower lows. That is likely going to be the confirmation. This is Bitcoin on the daily, by the way, that the altcoin season is done. So you have one shot here, and XRP peaked on January 4th. This finally turned over on itself by January 7th, January 8th. And where was XRP by January 7th, January 8th? Let's bring it back here. January 7th, January 8th for XRP. Let's clear that stuff off there. Was roughly January 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So these are these last two candlesticks here. So, I mean, nobody's ever going to get out at all-time high. That is impossible. If somebody tells you, yep, I got out at all-time high, the exact high price, they are lying to you because it's impossible to predict absolute bottoms and absolute tops. However, we saw Bitcoin retrace, and over these last couple of days, January 7th, January 8th, if you took profits in and around here, which was at about $2.60, $2.70, give or take, you still would have come out like a bandit, profiting from your XRP, profiting from your altcoins. So just to reiterate, it's going to be on that retracement for Bitcoin, making its all-time high, coming back down again, trying to retrace, trying to make a newer high, a higher high, failing to do so, and then rolling back on itself, making new lows. This, I think, will be the indicator that altcoin season is finally over. Lather, rinse, repeat. Let's try again in another 3 years. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. We need to reach 70,000 by March 31st. I'm giving away 2 Ledger Nanos, an S and an X. All you have to do is subscribe to win. And like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.